So if you're watching this video, you've probably heard the term no-code software quite a bit. You're trying to figure out what is the best way to kind of go about it and what are some facts that you need to know before you get into anything related to no-code software. So in this video, I'm going to take you through 4 facts that you need to know about no-code software and how it can help benefit your journey. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we discuss all things business, productivity, and no-code software. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate that. We're trying to grow the community as much as possible. So let's get into the video. So fact number 1 is low startup costs. Now, previously, whenever anyone wanted to develop any softwares or create any applications for themselves, for their business, it was straight away going to be a very expensive thing that they had to invest in to hire expert developers and everyone else that needed to contribute and work on the software development side of things for the business. However, with no-code software, it's now become possible to actually begin this journey and to start your application, your web application, whatever it may be, at a very low cost, if anything, almost at no cost. Because of the capabilities of no-code software, the tools that are actually available to us now, and how much they're actually capable of doing when building an application. So for people who were thinking about starting any software or software development or building an application for their business, they no longer have to worry straight away about hiring expensive developers. Yes, that is still an option if you want to really scale to creating a full customized back end. However, when you want to just start up, get an idea out there, you can pretty much do it with almost no cost, and it's essentially reduced the barrier to entry to pretty much make it accessible to anyone. So if you are looking to get into any software development or building a web application for yourself or your business, you no longer have to worry about costs. So you know that you can start it up at a very minimal cost. And you can see there have been so many more recent bootstrapped softwares that have taken off, generated their first $1 million in revenue, all starting through no-code software without having to hire expensive developers. Sometimes people need to spend tens of thousands of dollars, if not even more than that, just to get an idea out there, whereas now you can, like I said, get going with pretty much no money up front. And this leads me to fact number 2, which is speed to market. So using no-code tools, it allows you to have rapid and quick deployment to get your idea out there to the market without having to take too much time, just building something without actually knowing if it's going to be the right fit to the market. So this allows to help with your overall go-to-market strategy, where essentially you can build what your customers and audience want without having to take too much time to actually get all the little bits and pieces up and running before you do that. So this allows for ideas to be tested and launched quickly, and it allows you to also interact with your audience in terms of getting requests and getting a better understanding in terms of asking what it is that they want. And this will give you things like a competitive advantage over everyone else around you, because it allows you to use things like questionnaires, surveys, and waiting lists to really understand what your audience wants, and you can rapidly, make the changes that you need to do on your software using the no-code tools, and then deploy it straight back out to the market according to what your audience has requested from you when you have put out those questionnaires and surveys and ask them what they want. This builds a lot more of a business to audience and customer interaction. It allows your audience to also feel a lot more heard and listened to and relatable to the business, because you're actually taking on board what they're requesting and what they're wanting to see in the software, in the application. And because of the no-code tools options and flexibility, it allows you to quickly make the changes that you need or add the features that you want that your audience have requested. And that way, obviously, that will create a better overall user interface, user experience, and help with your overall growth for your software and application. Now, of course, having that capability will allow your business and your software idea or services to grow a lot more rapidly, and then all in all, increase your revenue and your overall monthly recurring revenue for your software, for your application, due to the reasons I've already mentioned. So you can easily capitalize on the trends that you see in the market because of this reason. Fact number 3 is scalability and flexibility. So kind of similar to what I was saying in the fact number 2, because of the flexibility of no-code tools and how easy it is to actually make changes, when your software, when your web application begins to grow, the audience starts to obviously use what you have to offer, and it starts to increase with word of mouth, referrals, however else you want to try and get your leads and customers. You can easily start to scale, because a lot of these no-code tools like Bubble, which I've mentioned a lot in my previous videos, are able to handle hundreds, if not thousands of users using the one application without really any problems. So that allows the business owners like yourself, if you are creating a software, to easily meet customer demands and expand your application to reach the market, to what it is the market is asking for, and to what you feel would be best based on what your audience is interacting with, liking, disliking, and you can scale that accordingly. Because previously it used to take so much time to scale or to be flexible and make those changes within the softwares. But now with the no-code options that are available to all of us, you can easily make the changes, and like I mentioned earlier, iterate accordingly to what your audience is requesting. And that way, when your software, when your business does start to take off and grow, and you start to get a lot more users actually, interacting and using your software, so that way your software could still be something that is manageable and can overall handle the growth of the business. And fact number 4 is giving you the ability to have diverse revenue streams. Now, understanding no-code development opens up multiple different revenue opportunities. So beyond just app development and software creation, if you start to get a lot more familiar and experienced with no-code or just the general software space, you can start to offer things like training, consulting, or even other development services for businesses that would require your skills and knowledge in the industry, in the market. So, for example, let's say you spent months or years working on building a software or growing a software and scaling that using no-code tools and actually seeing the growth and the potential of that. You can then start to use that as social proof to offer things like consulting, like training, or even creating courses to help others who are on a similar journey to what you were, and show them the path that you took and offer that services to them or sell that course to them, so they can obviously learn from your experience and from your knowledge. And you could also probably get straight into training and consulting if you do have a lot of knowledge. However, usually obviously if you do have the first-hand experience of actually building some type of software or creating custom softwares for other businesses, then you can teach from experience and actually show them examples of what you've done and how you did it to get to the point that you are now. So an example of this would be, even if you don't want to create a software for yourself or for your own business, if you start to get really good with no-code software and you want to just build custom software for other businesses. So for example, if you want to build custom CRMs using no-code tools, but for other businesses, and you start to really build your portfolio and work with a lot more clients and businesses who would require your services, you can then use that experience to then go out and teach others and show them how you are able to offer your no-code services and create a business model out of it to then create custom software for other businesses. So all these facts that I'm mentioning, don't feel like it's only limited to you building a custom software for yourself and then releasing it. You can offer all these services to actually provide it to other businesses who would be willing to pay for you to create the custom software for them. And like I said, once you get that experience, once you get a lot more knowledge, you can start to teach that to others, and you can start to increase your revenue streams, like I mentioned earlier, by creating things like courses and training and or offering consulting services. So they are 4 exciting facts that you need to know about no-code software if you're looking to get into the industry, if you're looking to offer it as a service, if you want to just learn a lot more about it. Those are 4 key facts that you need to know about before starting. And if you have already started, these will be very useful for you as well. And I'm sure you will find a lot of benefit in that moving forward as well, so you can change your approach or adjust it accordingly based on the facts that you've just watched on this video. Now, if you want to learn more about no-code, I do have a free no-code Skool community. The link will be in the description below. Feel free to join it. We're trying to build a big no-code community using the Skool platform. So if you're interested to learn more and to learn a lot more about the no-code industry, feel free to join that Skool group. I would really appreciate it. We're going to learn a lot more about how to turn your no-code skills into a business. So I hope to see you in the community. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.